Tony, if we could just talk bigger picture, it's, you more than a year you've been with the team a little bit more, but how different does it feel this year, having had that grounding, I suppose, in 2024, and just what are your expectations? Felix is back, there's a change in the dynamic, just give us a broader picture.
Well, the first thing is it's just the excitement levels are high coming back into the Springboks. Everyone together now. It's obviously a very special team. Great experience for me last year, and this year I feel as though after 2 weeks of training, I feel as though we're further ahead than we were last year around how we're trying to play the game and on both attack, defence. I think the players understand how we coach and what's required of them a lot better than this time last year. So I'm excited to get started. I think we're in a better place, and obviously the games and the results will see where we're at.
Cheslin, just tell us how excited are you to be back in Cape Town and playing in front of what used to be your home ground?
No, definitely good to be back in the Springbok environment. It's been 6-7 months we haven't seen each other, so yeah, always good to be a part of this special team, and yeah, to be in Cape Town is always special. It's home away from home for me as well. So yeah, just good to be here and prepare for this up and coming weekend.
Cheslin, just in terms of, I think it's well documented that last 2 weeks camp was off. It was a hectic training session last week. Can you just, I guess, expand on that and why, I guess, for the intensity of it and how you feel physically?
Yeah, physically, I think the whole squad has been doing really well over the past 2 weeks. I think there's a reason why we go up to Johannesburg because of altitude, as Coach Tony said. And it does bring the best out of everyone, but it pushes you to the limit where you get into a dark place, and it just brings out or shows each and everyone's character, what it takes to be in that dark moments and to get out of it as well and just hang in there at times. And yeah, it's been good preparation the past 2 weeks. Good to be down in Cape Town for now, and we'll see how everything moves forward. Yeah, by preparation, everything has been going well this fall.
Cheslin, a lot of guys in that Baba squad at the moment that they've revealed that you would have known from international rugby, playing against them. Do you think they would, after retiring, would still want to prove something against the Springboks, that they can still do it even after retiring?
Yeah, definitely. I think I haven't played against the Barbarians before, but just watching them, it's obviously a team that just chucks everything out on the field, and they got quite a lot of experienced players in the squad, and I'm sure it's for a reason, to keep a bit of calmness amongst the chaos. But I'm sure each and every one of us are competitive, no matter what team you play for. I'm sure for them that, yeah, it's going to be a good week, but we just have to focus and stay in our environment and prepare as well as we can for what comes this coming weekend.
Cheslin, you've been there, done that in terms of the camps. Coach Darcy has notably widened his net in terms of players. What was your feeling like seeing the newer and fresher faces within the squad that they kind of received from you guys as more experienced players? What was the sense of your eyes looking at them and how they've taken into the box squad?
It's probably my toughest preseason that I've had being part of the Springboks, to be honest. And yeah, on the second question, just the young talent that's currently in South Africa is unbelievable. Keeps each and every one of us on our toes. Obviously, they're pushing for position, we're pushing for position, and I just bring the best out of each and every one of us. And whoever gets opportunity on game days, we just make sure that we prepare them and as well as we can throughout the week, no matter who's playing. We're all even, and we all just want the best for one another.
Tony, just your view on that, the younger players, the new guys, give us a lighter video on social media about what the family of bumping with the tackle bag last week. How they feel?
Yeah, it's like every test side, young guys get to come in, get an opportunity to to be selected for the Springbok, special moment for all of those guys, and then you got to try and put your best foot forward around your training, your preparation to then try and get a selection for a test match. So it's been a good 2 or 3 weeks. Young guys have trained really well. They definitely keep the older guys honest around what's required at test match level. So the competition's is strong amongst the squad. So it can only enhance Springbok rugby.
Just following up from John's question, Tony, having had a year to assess talent, let's put aside the established guys for a moment. What's your sort of view on the depth of talent in South African rugby, having been there for a while now? And obviously you've seen it over years, but up close.
Yeah, well, it's obviously they're not. Springboks have won the last 2 World Cups. Massive amount of depth, not only in South Africa but obviously around the world, playing in different countries. And I just think that Rassie does an amazing job at blooding the young guys to then push the older guys. So then that's what creates the depth. And what is talent? Talent's just being able to get an opportunity to prove yourself on the biggest stage. And I think Rassie does it better than anyone around giving those young guys opportunities.
Do you go down to schoolboy rugby? Things like that? Do you have a look? You got time?
No, I watch a bit on the TV and track a few players. And I've got a few friends already in South Africa that give me a few names to throw into the mix around who's going to be the next Springbok. So I just think that South Africa love their rugby so much, and school rugby is a big part of that. The Varsity Cup's a big part of that, Currie Cup, and obviously URC and then the Springboks.
Sorry guys, can I just ask before we take the next question, can we switch off video stop now and just keep the TV cameras on? That's okay. Thank you. Ethan, and then you, Justin.
Tony, for you again, just latching on to the questions there, maybe a twofold question. Just how has it been going around to the franchises and looking at certain guys, the franchise coaches coming into you guys as well and working with them to scout guys? And then those players playing in a different position at the franchise, does that assist you as the tech coach in leading guys for different positions in the back line?
Yeah, well, we track all the players in every game around their work rate, around their skill set, just around everything around their performance. So we know what every franchise player is doing. We even track Cheslin in Japan, guys that play Andre and Leicester, guys who play overseas. Every player's getting tracked every week, and so we're really aware of who's playing well, who's a little bit off the pace, who are the young guys coming through who potentially could play test match rugby. So we're well aware of that. And then we don't get involved in the franchises a lot in South Africa. That's we'd rather let them coach the way that they want to coach, but they're always welcome to come in and observe the Springboks around how we coach, and if they can gain a little bit of knowledge or understand what we're trying to do on attack, defence, set piece, and try and take that to the franchises, then that's only going to help South African rugby as well. So I think there's not many players we miss around the world, so we do a pretty good job there.
Tony, there's a possibility that a guy like Richie Mo'unga might play for the Barbarians. I'm not sure, but I've read that somewhere. If he plays, what would he bring to that side?
Yeah, well, he's obviously got amazing talent. I did hear he's got a broken hand, but whoever plays at first 5'8", I'm sure he's going to have a free license to do what he wants and move the ball. You can expect, kicks over the top. You can expect cross kicks, offloads, passes around the back, some innovation from set piece, innovations from kickoffs. Everything they're going to do is around entertainment. So whoever plays at 10 will be dangerous, that's for sure.
Coach, just be on the eve of celebrating the 95 Rugby World Cup anniversary. Just your memories of that moment, obviously as a New Zealander, can't be great, unfortunately. But with that being said, just what do you think that did for South African rugby, knowing the past that we have experienced?
Yeah, well, I've got strong memories because I was in the New Zealand under-20s and I was in the team with Scott Robinson, and we were the only two who set up and watched it at 3 a.m, I think it was, because we had a trial the next day, but there was him and myself set up and watched the whole game, and obviously disappointing for New Zealand, but, you know, World Cups are amazing events, and whoever wins it, you know, they're legends for life. And I guess with Nelson Mandela and Francois Pienaar, what they did around winning that for the country, it's just, you know, the history that's created has been amazing. And, you know, South Africa have just carried on around, not dominating all the World Cups, but being a dominating team from then.